Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Hey, it's me. I'm JC, just Mr. JC, and I'm back with my breakfast vlog. It's Monday, as you know, but anyway, this week I'm glad you ate with me. Hold on, let me get some. What I'm eating today for breakfast is like a big protein moment. I'm having Kakashi cereal right here, and I'm having Kakashi cereal with 2 boiled eggs. And last but not least, I'm having some yogurt, some Oikos, Dannon Oikos. And I'm having all that with some coffee, as you saw before, and pretty much today is Monday, and also I wanted to get on here real quickly to eat breakfast with you. You know, eat with me is a very important thing because I get to eat with you, whatever kind of meal you're having, whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner. We get to talk about anything. I think it's been on my tongue, tip of tongue, everything that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. Which is funny because my videos aren't really pertaining towards like now, like main entertainment. But I want to talk about this. Last night I watched a show. I didn't feel good, so I had to call out for work. I felt horrible. Like the worst. I was so exhausted. Everything's been going on. It's been like really crazy. So I'm feeling better now. That's why I wanted to do this today of all days. And I am doing what I want to talk about is Pose. There's a show for the LGBTQ community out there, and you're like, what is it? What? The show is called Pose. It follows kind of like a take you back, like it's an era, it's a period piece basically, because it's the era of the 1980s, pretty much. And what it is that's so iconic about it is that it showcases the LGBT in a kind of more grittier side, because at that time a lot was going on, whereas like AIDS, HIV and AIDS was like becoming a big like, oh, like everyone, a lot of people kept dying from it, and it's like it was the worst of the worst because medicine that there was not as advanced as now. You know, now we have PrEP and we have like pills where you can take just one a day, and you can also become, no, I'm weird to talk about just this, and it talks about it follows the trans community in a very strong way, in a glamorous side, also some gritty sides, like what is past, what's passable, and it shows kind of the LGBTQ community of like Black and Latinos. So it's a very important book. It's a very important thing to kind of watch. I'm going to be eating this, so I'll talk about it a little bit too. So bear with me. Mm, I feel it's so good. Post follows like 5 different trans women, and it's amazing to see because all of them are very different. One is kind of like, yeah, it all have different personalities and everything like that. So it shows you already a showcase of personality. I'm cracking my egg. And basically, the show also shows you kind of the undercuts of the coming out stage of back in the day. Like I've told you before, in the LGBT month, last month when there's a coming out process, how does it differ for some people, and how when it goes awry, how can it affect your family, and how can it affect you as a person? It's a big deal because what's it called? A lot of people don't know this, but a lot of parents kick you out. Um, it is hard because like you're like, really, in this day and age you wouldn't imagine it, but this is back then first and foremost, and it's hard because what your parents said was law. So it started off with that, with the runaways and everyone living on the streets, and then you had a community, a house of this, house of this, house of that. Like mine would be what, like, you gotta have like an adjective, house of thick and juicy basically. And it's such a strong concept. They really did like a meticulous job on it because it showcased so much of what is a house system, what is it all about, what's the ballroom scene really about, and what is about that, why is it so important to showcase. And you're asking this question like, what's host like, kind of basically, if you ever seen anything like this. Truly no. The 2 movies that I can tell you poses somewhat mostly about is Paris is Burning, and also Hit the Floor. Um, Hit the Floor. It is yeah. Those are two of the movies that showcase ballroom scene in both in very different lights. Very very different lights. One's a musical, and Paris is Burning is a documentary that is iconic. Very iconic show. It's a very iconic one. Basically, I want to just talk about this just a second because I can't kind of give you a full analysis of it because the finale was last night. But I want to get on here real quickly to say like I support this, and it has a second season. So if you're late to the game, if you have TV and everything like that, go to the man and set a spell. Yeah, the egg thing is not working out again. This is so sad. Hold on. Alright. I'm gonna move on. Basically, shows like this matter because it showcases people that you would not naturally, like we know of now, but back then it was not showcased. The trans community is one of the kind of more of a new ground community that is now being kind of now marginalized and showcased of all beauty, all types, all different shapes and everything. Because that's what humans are. And they are just like everyone else. The beautiful part about this show is that it showcases so much more than just like, oh, this. No, it showcases everything. Grammar sides, the ins, the outs, everything. And that's what makes it such a beautiful show to watch. And it's very enriching. You're in the dramas, if it's a comedy, has a little bit of both. There's some sad moments, but at the same time, it has heart. Shows like this kind of make you wonder and make you also kind of broaden your horizon about what's going on outside of your doors. Sometimes you have to realize you may have it great. And for anyone that's watching this that is trans male, trans female, trans woman, trans male, trans man, I want to say first and foremost that this is a very this is one of those shows that enlightened me as well because there's so much I know about, but to see full case of it and to kind of see people's personalities, to see what goes on, and it's kind of the thing about it is what I would tell people all the time: try your best to always realize that you're not going to know everything that's going on in this world, but always embark on the beauty of the unknown. And that's what Pose kind of showcases, and it's a great thing to watch. If you're in the LGBT community, watch. Also, I'm about to finish eating. I know you didn't see me eat everything, which sucks. But I'm getting it to almost the 10-minute mark, and on my rule, I ain't trying to get y'all that long of a moment when it's just one-sided. But hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Whatever time we ate this, I'm glad we ate together. You ate what you ate, and I'm eating all complicated and talking all the time. But thank you for talking with me, and thank you for eating with me. Hold on, let me get this real quick. I love my yogurt. That was good. Okay. Let me finish this off camera, and I'll talk to you later. Everybody stay with Chase. Get woke. Be on the lookout for tomorrow's video. My hair porn. And if you can, watch my poetic joint. Or if you need some comment relief, watch my comment relief for this week. If you have that kind of time, and you still want to have a discussion with me, watch those and we can still talk about everything. Catch you later.